This Thursday, UBC management appeared before the Parliamentary Committee of Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises Cosase to answer queries in the Auditor General's report 2022-2023. The Auditor General raised a query regarding the non-revaluation of assets that had exhausted their useful life. The Deputy Managing Director, Maurice Mugisha, presented an updated asset register from 2023, explaining that they provided both for comparison purposes.
Is that the vesting order was for you to do the comparison. As at 2006 and as at 2023, based on the asset register we have presented to the House, is that it gives you a detail of each of the pieces of land in this country, because we have land across the country, and the status. We would, and it's with your guidance as members, that some of these can be for the information of members of Parliament and not a public document, because matters of land are very critical. And you're aware we have many mafias, land mafias in this country.
Managing Director Winston Agaba informed the committee that the board's first assignment was to tour the country to ascertain the status of UBC assets. Winston Agaba requested the committee to give the board and management more time, as some properties are not titled. He emphasized that valuing and securing the land requires finances.
About land grabbers, I mean, we've just seen what has happened in the wetlands. People have settled there. Likewise, some people are claiming that UBC land that was vested from Radio Uganda and UTV either belongs to communities or even some government institutions, unfortunately. National Forest Authority being one of them. UTV Radio Uganda was there well before National Forest Authority. So we are trying to amicably sort out some of those issues. Use a lot of money. First of all, it's not only just securing it, but also valuing the land. How much is the value currently? It's an annual exercise that must be carried out. So you are talking in billions of shillings. But we believe that even a journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. As a board and management, we have given ourselves a task of making sure that every financial year, at least we make sure that 2, 3, 4 titles are processed.
Chairman of the UBC board, Dr. James Tumim, noted that while the land was surveyed, issues remain unresolved.
In that you have land which was vested, some of it was vested when it already had encroachers. Others, you had people who went behind and got titles on the land even when they were not supposed to get that land. So we have identified all those problems and we are addressing them. We are addressing them through the courts.
A member of the committee, Yusuf Nsibambi, proposed that the documents submitted should include a specific report detailing certificates, encroachers and court cases. Some MPs expressed concerns that the information provided might expose UBC land to potential land grabbers.
We see what can we recommend.
That matrix we have.
Yes, give us the matrix, we analyze it. Remember when someone said that in Ibugorobi they had given away the UBC land. So you don't want those things to be retired from the records?
No, previously.
Where do you want us to help you?
The previous.
Yeah, we need to get a full list as they have put it there, and the titles. And we see the status of each and everything as we have guided, because we know the Bugolobi land.
Start giving us the matrix. Some mafias might get to know what is happening, and probably which they might not have known, but now they get to know through us.
We can request the committee to request you, with approval of the chairperson, to now write a specific report on each and every piece of land or property fixed which has been submitted, and we can keep that confidential, but it must be submitted. Otherwise, we cannot just keep quiet and say because of mafias they will take some of the land is not titled.
You need to give us a comprehensive search certificate.
Deputy Chairperson of Cosase, Alan Mananja, stated that the Ministry of Finance needs to release the funds appropriated by Parliament to the entities.
And even Cosase Minister for Finance, we always, as Parliament, appropriate funds to these entities, specifically UBC. By the end, you see, when the Minister the Minister of Finance has not remitted this money to these entities, and it cripples the smooth running of UBC.
Another query was raised regarding UBC's strategic plan. The Managing Director revealed that UBC was only allocated 1.7 billion shillings in this financial year budget.
It does not even cover our power bills, because running the corporation with all the establishments around the country, we need 240 million for umeme alone. So you're talking about 3 billion only on power. Yes, one of the things that we are looking at is how do we get the planners to actualize the presidential directive, because
we are not properly funded. Even when we get money approved or appropriated, it doesn't reach us. The Ministry of Finance does not release all the money. So what we are doing is to lobby. We are lobbying the ministers, we are lobbying the Treasury, we are lobbying the President. We have had meetings with the President a number of times, and they all promise that they are going to release this money. Because UBC is so important, we are now entering an election year.
The committee has tasked UBC officials to submit a tentative report on the assets while they conduct a comprehensive review to ascertain the real status of its assets. I'm Nafka Farida and Gloria Gwetabinji at Parliament.